As we saw, Americans didn't let a little rain ruin their Independence Day celebrations. But did you see that 103-year-old World War II veteran who wanted to display his patriotism?
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
President Trump has made protecting veterans a key part of his administration, scoring some big wins for America's heroes on health care and housing. This includes signing an executive order to transform the West Los Angeles VA Medical Center campus into the VA Center for Warrior Independence, which is meant to combat veteran homelessness. Joining us now for tonight's big close-up is Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins. Secretary, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. First of all, I don't know if you were in D.C., if you got a chance to see the Georgia display there, but they were bragging on onions, so I made my co-host here eat one, and we enjoyed it. So I know you know about those Vidalias.
You better believe, hey, Vidalia is the only one. No offense to my Texas brothers and sisters, but Vidalia is the sweet onion.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, listen, you know, I've got a million questions for you as I always do, but I have some fantastic co-hosts here, so we'll stick with the homelessness problem. It's my belief that veterans homelessness is solved at the Department of War, not the Department of Veterans Affairs. If they're already homeless, if they're under your domain, then a lot of failures have happened before they got there. Is that do you share in that belief? And if so, are you working with the Department of War on exit of the military so that doesn't become the problem?
Well, Joy, you've hit on a great issue that we really need to discuss, and I think this is the first administration actually to have a Secretary of War and a Secretary of VA actually work together. In fact, I was told when Pete came over last year to sign a memorandum of understanding on some issues that we were doing, it was the first time a Secretary of War had ever actually been in the VA building. And that should have never happened. VA is dependent, just like the the War Department is dependent on us, we're dependent on them. We're fraternal twins. So it really takes this transition period and says, as you're coming out, are we giving you the tools to cope with life outside the military? Are we getting you the skills? Are we getting you the training? Are we getting you the medical help? Are we getting you the things you need? And so I think it's a combination of both of us coming together to say, how do we make this work? But then you're going to have some who get through, they end up on hard times, and that's where we're coming through to make sure we're finding, you know, temporary housing and permanent housing. We permanently housed over 50,000 just last year, and we're moving through that again this year. So it is moving forward. President Trump's made a priority of this. West LA project is one of them.
I love that, Secretary. And just to kind of build off of what Joey said, you know, we talk about the homeless crisis, whether it be in the veteran community or just Americans in general. We know that you mentioned Los Angeles. They have a big problem with that just in general. And for those of us who are civilians who deeply care about veteran homelessness, but we want to know maybe a little bit more about it and a little bit more about what the VA or the Department of War can do, what is the primary challenge with veteran homelessness, getting them into that position? Is it PTSD? Is it, you know, health care issues? Is it just returning to civilian life and trying to find their bearings? And what more can people do? I know there's a lot of great charities that assist in this, Tunnel to Towers being one of them. But how can Americans who deeply care about this issue better get involved in understanding the crisis here?
Well, I think the answer to, I hate to be simplistic, but the answer to all your part of that question was yes. All of that plays into it. And that's why we have a combination with what we call a HUD voucher, which allows veterans that are homeless to get into temporary and permanent housing that we work with HUD on, but it's, again, it's sort of a bifurcated system. The issue that we have, though, is when the VA comes in, we do those wraparound services that you just talked about, whether it be in mental health, whether it be in physical health. We also give counseling for job skills and also, you know, help in employment. We do have a lot of great private partners who help. Tunnel to Towers, you said, is a great one. The thing that we have to do, though, and for people out there, is just look around you. There are people in your hometowns, in any hometown in this country, there is at least some homelessness. You see it all over. It's just don't turn a blind eye to it. And when you have veterans that are part of that, is getting them to help, getting them to the VA, getting them to our vet centers so that we can begin that process of helping them. The good part about it is, over the last 20 years, veteran homelessness has declined while other homelessness has went up, but we're still too far away. And these are the people who raised their right hand and said they're going to take and defend this country.
Mr. Secretary, Kevin Corke with you. Always great to see you. I think I have more of a declaration, and maybe you can help me out with it. My experience is we need more doctors. We need more health care providers within the VA system so that services can improve, so that we have more readily available services. I thought the administration did a very strong job of making more access to different types of medications, even experimentals. That's a very good idea. But I'm just curious, what can we do to get more doctors in the system who can help out, more nurses, more EMTs, just more people who are in health care who can help facilitate the care of veterans who need more speedy care, more expert level care?
The best thing we can do is encourage young boys and young girls to go to school and become doctors and nurses. We're at the same disadvantage as every hospital in this country. I compete with Mayo, Cleveland Clinic, all the local hospitals for doctors and nurses in the VA system, and we are the largest integrated healthcare system in the country. But we're competing for those same people, and there is just a shortage coming in. This is a universal kind of issue that we're all dealing with. Unfortunately, I had a family member of mine just recently go in for some testing, and they ended up, he was saying that he was going to be kept in a private, it was a public hospital. They were going to keep him and admit him to a room, and they ended up leaving him in the ER for over 28 hours.
Wow.
And they said they were fully staffed, but yet they were not, because they couldn't get him into a room. So what we're doing is we're hiring as quickly as possible. If you're out there today and you're a doctor, nurse, you're anyone who wants a job taking care of the best people in the world, you come to the VA, we're going to get you hired, because we're trying our best to get everybody in as best we can. And also we're combining with the community to not only have our direct care that we have in our VA facilities, but also using our community doctors to help as well. And we're doing that. The previous administration just cut that out almost altogether. They didn't like that. There's some in the government who don't like that the VA doesn't have control of everything. They like the medicine aspect of control. Well, the Mission Act said, no, you got to go to the community. We're actually putting the Mission Act into play.
I hope we can get you back on soon. You had an exchange with Senator Tammy Duckworth about that, and in my opinion, you owned her on it. And it's really terrible when a veteran sitting in Congress is more worried about the VA getting money than veterans getting care. Secretary Doug Collins, you've walked the life. You're a GWAT veteran, and now you're helping guide the VA towards sustainability for veterans, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining us, and go Dogs.
Hey, go Dogs. Good to see you. Take care.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.